Mm. Good evening, good morning, everyone. Um, we're going to do a little bit of walkthrough on Checkpoint Smartconsole. So, I'm going to log in now. So we're going to log into the demo version of Smartconsole. So we're going to do a little bit of walkthrough to give ourselves some level of understanding about Checkpoint. So the system is booting up now. So when it boots up, so I believe everybody can see the screen. If you cannot see the screen, let me know. So I'm sharing the screen right now. So as you can see, we're in Smartconsole R81 version R81. This is the latest version of Checkpoint software. And this is the Smartconsole. So basically, what we are going to do tonight is how some applications, some tabs, some important tabs in Checkpoint, where they are, how they are organized, and then where they can be reached quickly, and then some of the tabs that are very important in Checkpoint. The tab I have now, this tab is gateways and servers. It's called gateway and servers because that is how Checkpoint architecture is designed. Oh, if you, if you look at it, if you look at the gateway and server, you see that it has some set of objects. If you look at the center, you see the status, the name, the IPs, the version, and the blades. If you don't understand some of those terminologies, don't bother yourself. But I'm going to explain some of them and then how important they are, and then how we can enable those tabs. On this blades, you can see even the firewall is called blade in Checkpoint. It's a blade. It's a set of blade. So if you look at it on this, under this active blades, you see firewall, you see identity awareness, you see firewall, see site-to-site VPN, firewall, firewall. This is the only manager on this domain now. This is the only network policy manager we have. If you want to open it, you double click it or you right click. If you right click it, it will give you some options. And then if you double click it, it's going to open another app for you. So let's double click it. So as we double click it, we can see the configurations. This is the IP. This is the VPN domain, proxy, NAT, the logs, local storage, exports, additional login on there. So look at it. One important thing we need to pick up from here is that you should know that this is not HA deployment of SMS. It's not a single deployment. If you want to see that, go to the, let's do a cancel here. Then you go to see here is gray out because it is not HA deployment. It's just a single server. And then if you want to know that again, you can go to the down here. You see, you can see here, this is cloud demo server. So if it is a production environment, want to right click here to see you see the IP of the particular server. So one quick thing we can do tonight is I'm just doing a little bit of walkthrough. This is gateway and servers, security policies. And then if you go down a little bit, you see access control, threat prevention, HTTP inspection, share policy, access tools. If you come down a little bit again, you see logs and monitors. Under the logs and monitors, I will show you some important tab. And then look at under the logs and monitor, we have audit logs, we have logs, we have compliance, we have access control, audit overview, threat prevention, general overview. On the audit logs, what is really important about audit log is it shows the activities of the administrators, what they do, how they do it. So if you click it, any administrators that have come and changed some stuff, it will be logged here. Look at this one. These administrators, this administrator, this is what it did. Operation, file retrieved. We look at this administrator called Braddon. Create rule base. Look at the object it created. Perform, block file sharing. So all the actions of or activities of the administrators are recorded under audit logs. And then if you go to the logs, that's where we see the traffic logs. And then Another important tab here is external apps, where you see Smart Event, Tunnel, and Smart View. So if you click on Smart View, another application will open. Say, but we are in Smart demo version, we cannot get access to it. So let's quickly go back. So, and then one important thing, another one important tab we need to pay attention to is blades. The blades, that's where we manage the application and control. We are featuring content awareness, threat prevention, data loss prevention, compliance, and then look at the session here. This is the session. So let's quickly create one rule on the security policy. One thing about checkpoints, one fancy thing or one good thing about checkpoint is it's very easy to create rule. Then you should pay candid attention to where the rule is placed. So if you look at it, all this stuff can be closed together, can be condensed, can be condensed, it can be condensed, it can be condensed. So where are we going to create our rules? So I'm going to create my rule, my access rule on, this is DMZ, this is access to internet, the VPN, this is a security gateway access. So now I'll place my rule under the internet access. So once you click it, when you click the access rule, anywhere you want to place a rule, the tab is up here. So once you place a console on the above tab, shows if you want to place it above the rule or below the rule, or you want to delete the rule. So in this case, we want to, in our scenario, we want to create a rule below the access rule. So once you click it to create another line, then let's name it. When you want to name it, just right click and then edit to show. So this is a demo rule. So where's our source? Our source can be from the branch office LAN, and then it's going to the internet. It's going to the internet. The VPN is ending, the application should be HTTPS. HTTPS, and then we want it to be logged. The content is any, and then the action should be accepted, and the track will leave it to log. Yeah. Like other firewalls, when you create or you make some changes in checkpoint, it is expected that you publish it. Publish it in this sense is like commit it um, to the database of the manager of the SMS. It's not yet pushed to the firewall. So when you commit, when you push it, it will push to the SMS database. It's like when you are in Palo Alto or in Panorama environment, you create a rule and you commit to Panorama. At that point, it's not being pushed to the firewall. The same thing in checkpoint. When you push, you are just being pushed to the, you push the action to the database of the SMS. So now, before we can have effect on the firewall, you need to install on a specific firewall. You need to indicate a firewall because there are a lot of firewall. On this our key, we have corporate policy, we have branch policy, branch office policy. So let's click on branch. And then when you want to push the firewall, be careful of what you're pushing. Is it access control or threat prevention? We can uncheck this and then install mode. Install on each selected gateway independently. For gateway clusters, install if installation on cluster member fail, do not install on that cluster. Install on all selected gateways. If installation on gateway fails, do not install on all gateways of the same. So by default, this one is checked. Then we're going to go with the default. So once you click install, it's going to install, but we're in demo version, it's going to be installed. So I just say, okay, let's do some walkthrough tonight, and then as time goes by, we are going to deploy from scratch, and we see how checkpoint environment looks like, how certain things can be done, and then legally how we can get things done and navigate these things. So, and then if you go to the gateways and servers, look at the gateway. If you want to get more details on gateway, you right click it or you double click it. When you right click it, go to edit. You see where the gateway is sending the log to. So let's right click it. You see, it's communicating. So we can check if the SIG is synchronized between or established between the two. So say, you can test it. You can test the SIG. See, you say could not establish TCP connection with the server. 6 data from branch unknown. So there's a problem on that. But if it is a very good environment, our own environment, we can reset it. But this is just a demo. But what I want to show you quickly is how it fetch logs or where you send the logs to. So if you look at it, it's sending the log to the management. Fetch the policy from the security management, is sending the logs to it. And then it can't enable it can't. If I disable it, every time it publish or a rule, it will not show the it can't. So, and then now I make some change. So we need to publish. That's how SharePoint works. We publish the rule and then install it. So moving forward, we will be showing ourselves some basic configuration and some advanced steps in SharePoint. So this is where we're going to stop tonight. Thank you so much. Bye.